Alright guys, welcome to day 21. Not much show for it yet so far. This is only our second coon and we're probably, I want to say close to probably 25% of the line ran already. Just a nice beautiful crisp morning here on Saturday. But nice coon here coming out of this concrete culvert going up here to a draw behind me. It comes from another thicket on the other side, so a timber location. These spots are ideal. It's about all the farther I get from the pickup, which is up there. You know, it's just setups like this work perfect for me. You know, I'm only about 6-7 foot down from the road. Don't burn a whole lot of energy getting down here, but anywho, we'll get him taken care of and we'll get down the road, guys. So as I was driving to our next spot, I just happened to look over and the sun hit those trees just right, and I thought, hey, I know what that looks like. That's beaver chewing. So we went ahead and we pulled over here, and I figured I'll just look down below the bridge real quick. And sure enough, we got this nice little dam down here. Nice little dam. Doesn't look like they've been here crazy long, but back on the other side here, I should just done it while I was over here, but they've got a nice little feed stash stored up here in the water, so it's kind of neat to see. Probably be putting some beaver traps out here before too terribly long. That skim ice actually down there would be a good day to get out there and figure out where their den's at. You can find the air bubbles underneath the water, where they're coming in and out of their den or during their channel that they're mainly traveling down. Actually, there's a mink right there. There's a mink with a fish. That's cool, guys. That's a frog. There's the frog. And there's the mink. Man, I'm glad I stopped here. That is so cool. Where's he going? I'm not the best photographer, guys, so bear with me here. He just dove under. It looks like he was headed this way. Man, how cool is that, fellas? Oh man, that's neat. That's why I love being out here. I mean, it'd be cool to catch him, but even if I don't, it's just cool to see that. That was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing seeing a mink work like that. Oh, he's back up there. He's back up there. He turned around on me. He's grabbing his fish, or his frog, and he's gone. Wow. Wow, that was just absolutely awesome. Mother Nature's a beautiful thing, guys. That was so cool. Anywho, it's nice to see some beaver sign down here too. Definitely glad I stopped here, but we better get down the road. We got a few more traps check and pull, but man, just loving life. Love seeing that stuff. And then going down the road, we just got masses of turkeys everywhere. Wow, that's a lot of turkeys. Oh, we got number 3 for the day. This is the start of the freshest stuff I got out, so I think we've taken 3 or 4 coon here now. I think 4, maybe even 5, so nice little stop. He's hiding from me here, but just going to corn on the other side, guys. We just got done watching that mink and all the turkeys, and tell you what, even if we don't catch a lot today, that was neat. That was definitely the highlight of the day. Probably will be for the rest of the day too, but nice to keep picking up a few coon here. These types of spots, they baffle me. I have no idea what's going on here. We've got this really nice trail going up the corn. Actually all the way down this road. I mean, we got timber and crossing the road to corn. Back behind me, we've still got corn and 2 more draws coming to the road. This is one of the fresh pieces I set, and we've taken 1 coon off this entire road. It was actually back here just to my right, but I don't get it. This should have been somewhere where I catch 8 to 10 coon. So I think, you know, there's more going on here than I know about, and I think probably a lot of people realize, but it's just frustrating. I mean, you get trails that are that good, you know, I expect at least 3, 4, 5 coon here, and it's just not producing. I think on that really good day of 53, yeah, we caught one back here at the corner, but this one and the spot right before this and the spot after it have not caught a thing, and it's day, I think it's day 5 on this now, so just frustrating. Well, it's good to see the line start to pick up a little bit. This is some more of the new stuff that we got out. I just grabbed a really nice coon out of a 220 on the last stop, and it's nice to have 2 or 3 stops in a row produce. It kind of remotivates me a little bit, but the size today, it's getting better. We don't have a lot of coon show for the day, but the coon size is pretty good. We're leaving this part out until tomorrow. My freshest stuff I'm going to pull on the last day, but we get to some of our older section again here, we'll be pulling the rest of it. But yeah, just another nice coon coming from a timber on that side of the road. Now, if you can see, there's actually a trail going right up here, right up the waterway, and above those terraces is corn. I think we actually got a trail coming off this side where there's corn too, so just a nice coon on a slow day like this. It's really nice to have a couple back to back. We got us a 220 set here, guys. Caught a couple coon off it, but it's really not what I want to talk about today. We just caught a raccoon up here by this sign in the culvert. Had a gentleman come up whipping in, you know, what the hell are you doing? I'm road trapping, sir. Well, that's not legal here. Yes, it is, sir. Well, I'm gonna make a few phone calls and I'll be keeping an eye on you and this and that. Okay, sir, I invite you to do whatever you need to. And as he drove off, I wrote down his license plate, so I know if stuff comes up missing tomorrow, I know exactly who to have the DNR look at. You know, I always, it shouldn't have to be this way, but some people either think they own everything here in Iowa, which you can trap the road ditches, perfectly legal, or they think, you know, that you're just a terrible person, this and that. And, you know, I've had so much stuff come up missing over the years, but you can't necessarily be rude to them, because if you are, then I guarantee you your stuff's going to come up missing the next day. So it's just one of those things, you kind of have to be as polite as you can. I'm sure he's going to be calling the warden, and I'm sure I'll be getting a phone call here in a little bit, but that's fine. I know all my stuff's perfectly legal here in Iowa, and I know if it comes up missing, I know exactly who the DNR needs to go to. So anywho, we'll get down the road here. It's frustrating to run into people like that, but every time I run into somebody, it's one of two things. It's either get an attitude like that and kind of treat me like crap, or it's, hey, you're trapping, I got beaver and muskrat over here in this pond or this creek system if you want to get them for me. So it's always one of two ways. We got another big guy here. Just a nice little creek system. You know, a lot of these, the water system actually, the culverts, a lot of the times they're actually on private ground. They're far enough off the road that it's private. Between that and the fact that a lot of them are so far down there, these trails go up over the roads, and most of your big coon are running them. If you look wherever there's a culvert going under, if it's a ways down there, a lot of the times there's a trail going up and over, and these are where you're gonna pick up most of the time your bigger coon. Not always, but most of the time. All right, guys, we got us another raccoon here. He is actually sound asleep. I have noticed these things a lot of times, they sleep really hard during the day. Like, sometimes I walk up thinking they're dead already, but no. And just kind of a side note too, for all the antis that have been getting on my page and messaging me, you would not be able to sleep if you were in such excruciating pain like these people think. These traps are very humane. It just secures them in place. They're not in terrible pain or anything like that. It literally just holds them there until I get here. So, I mean, he is just sound asleep right now. But anywho, that's just a a nice little drainage ditch here, and they can't reach the tube. It's high and dry, as I call it. So everything here has to come up and over the road, and that's exactly what this one was set to do. So count's pretty off today. It's definitely slow, but that's why we're pulling a lot of stuff and getting ready for our work line. Here we go, guys. One more coon. We only got 2 stops left. Really wrapping up the day, but not pulling this piece. This is our last piece, so it'll get pulled tomorrow. Anywho, but just a nice coon coming off this thicket, and I bet you can guess where it's going. You know, just a nice little low spot. There's actually a culvert here they're going through too, but like I said before, a lot of your bigger coon are going over the top. Not all the time, but you know, I would say it's definitely worth it. You know, probably 75% of the time your 3-4x coon are going over the top. Alright guys, we just got home today. It was even slower than I thought it'd be. We didn't even break double digits today. We only got 8. That being said, we've probably got I got over half the line pulled again, so we don't have a whole lot of traps out tomorrow, but that's good. My plan tomorrow, get the rest of my line pulled and get that second route put out, or not my second route, I'm sorry, my work route put out. If I don't get it out, at least get everything scouted out and know where I'm wanting to go. I've got a good idea of where I'm going with it, but you know, it's always good to, I don't want to go Monday, go set it and not exactly know what's going on. So tomorrow I get everything pulled, I might either start setting it a little bit tomorrow, or I'll just drive it and just double check, make sure everything's where I want to be, mark everything out on my GPS, get the whole thing planned out. So anyways, that the fox actually was laying next to one of my sets down in kind of what I'd call my home turf area. I grew up right in in the section there, and one of the local farmers knew it was me trapping, so they got a fox, I'm assuming last night or this morning, and put it next to my set. So it's always nice to have nice people like that. You know, I know the community out there, and they treat me pretty well. But anyway, we got the 8 today. Everything else to be pulled tomorrow. I don't have a whole lot of high hopes for it, but we'll get a couple out of it and then get ready for my work line. We might actually, I got a buddy of mine that wants to learn how to trap some beaver on some crick systems that he's found. So if there's enough time tomorrow, I might go out there and try and do some filming as I teach him how to set some footholds and snares and 330s for some beavers. So we'll see. There's only so much daylight in the day, but we're gonna get what we can and keep moving forward.